We are now just one game away from getting back to the College Football National Championship. Welcome back to Season 5 of my South City Triceratops Walk-On Dynasty, and today we get to take on the number 3 ranked Florida State Seminoles. The highest rated player on their team is their punter, but outside of that they have Tyree Weaver, who is an 89 overall outside linebacker, an 86 wide receiver, and Will Little, another outside linebacker that's an 85. Then they have Cam Anderson, who's an 85 overall receiver, and an 84 overall receiver in Jeremy Taylor. And their number 1 quarterback is going to be Matt Richard, who is an 83 overall with 82 speed. In our last game, we got an early lead over Texas A&M and then kind of just never let them back into the game. And I really thought that A&M would be much more of a challenge, but I think Florida State is going to be a challenge today, but I guess we'll find out. Florida State would win the toss and elect to kick it to South City. So Tyler Anderson back to return this from the goal line. He will bring this one up. Can we get some solid blocking? Not really. We get to about the 20. Probably should have let that one go for a touchback. Now out comes our Heisman winning quarterback in Keith Anderson, who absolutely torched Texas A&M in the last game. He'll line up under center. We will drop back to pass on the first play. A quick throw caught by Stevens, and that's just going to be a gain of about 6 yards. Now with a 2nd and 4, Hayes back in shotgun. We'll take the snap, and we give it to Overrocker, who has the first down, and he'll get brought down for a gain of 9 on his first carry of the day. Now the Triceratops are out in a Wildcat formation. It will be a counterpoint to Tyler Anderson, and that's not going to work at all. That's going to go for a loss of 2. We put Keith Hayes back at quarterback now. A 2nd and 12 out of shotgun. A quick throw will be caught by Watkins for the first down, brought down near the 50. That's a 17-yard play. Now Hayes back in shotgun. Overrocker still in the backfield. It will be an option play. And Hayes will keep himself. He has the first down and will get brought down for about an 11-yard run. Another new set of downs for SCU. Hayes back in shotgun. Will run the play action. Now a quick throw underneath, caught by Josh Bain, and he will break that tackle and end up getting brought down for a gain of 9. That would obviously set up a 2nd and 1. And now we'll go back to Overrocker up the middle, who will break that tackle and have the first down for just a 2-yard carry, but it's all we needed. Back in shotgun again. Overrocker still in the backfield. We'll take the snap, and it's a quick throw to the outside, caught by Johnson for another South City first down. This one a gain of 14. From about the 13-yard line, we'll take the snap, handoff to Overrocker, who will spin back towards the middle, break a tackle, and finally get brought down for a gain of 5. I really didn't think he was going to get anything on that run. Now from inside the 10-yard line, we'll send Overrocker in motion. We'll take the snap. Hayes rolls out to the outside, and Keith Hayes will take off himself, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Triceratops. We strike first and go up 7-0. The Florida State offense will start at their own 23-yard line with a 5-wide set. Richard will look to pass, standing in the pocket, and finally going downfield, and that is almost intercepted. A pretty big missed opportunity there for South City. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll come out, and this one's going to be a play action. A quick throw to the outside, and his guy never turned around. That sets up a 3rd and 10. With 2 running backs in the backfield, they line up in shotgun. Richard will take the snap and once again looks to pass. Going over the middle, and there is nobody there. They are going to go 3 and out and punt it right back to South City. Anderson now back to return the punt here. And apparently we're going to get no blocking. We will start this drive in a shotgun formation. Hayes will take the snap. And we're going to launch this one deep down the left side. That'll be caught by Johnson, and he is gone. Touchdown, South City, as he dives into the end zone from 65 yards out. We quickly make it 14-0. The first drive, we chew off a lot of clock and get into the end zone. The second drive, we score immediately. Now they come out of the 25-yard line to start their next drive with a 5-wide set, but he sends Clark in motion. It's a handoff to the running back, and he is met in the backfield for a loss of 3 by the true freshman defensive end, Maurice West. Now a 2nd and 13. He's back in shotgun. Richard will take the snap, pump fake to the outside. Now he's going to throw this one away, so he has started today 0 of 4. That sets up a 3rd and 13 now with 2 running backs in the backfield. Richard will drop back to pass. Standing in the pocket, now rolling to the outside, trying to buy some time. Finally goes downfield. He will complete a pass, but not have the first down. 4th and 5, and they'll punt it right back to the Triceratops. This time, South City will start this from their own 38-yard line. Back in shotgun, we give this one to Overrocker, who spins out a defender and will end up with some positive yards. That probably should have been no gain. Now on a 2nd and 5, South City comes back out in shotgun. It will be an option play. Hayes keeps himself, and now he cuts back in, has the first down, breaks that tackle, and is finally brought down for a 20-yard gain, and that puts him over 1,500 rushing yards on the season. Running back Jack Overrocker would get another 5-yard run on the next play. So now a 2nd and 5 out of shotgun. Hayes will run the play action. Now rolling to the outside, not seeing anyone come open. He's going to take the sack. I tried to throw it away, but we'll have a loss of 13. That was really also the first sign of life we have seen from the Florida State defense. Now on 3rd and 18, he'll drop back to the pass. We're going to fire this one over the middle, and that one's deflected away. I was trying to go to Josh Bain, but we will punt this one back to them. Now, following the punt, they take over at their own 15-yard line. Back in shotgun, it will be an option play to the outside. Richard will get the pitch off to Good, who stiff arms one man and is brought down for a 9-yard gain. Now a 2nd and 1. Richard takes the snap, hands off to Good, who goes to the outside, and he is met and brought down for a short gain, but it sets up a 3rd and inches. Will they convert on this one or go 3 and out yet again? Back in shotgun. He has one running back in the backfield. It will be an option to the outside, and Richard will not get the pitch away and doesn't have the first down. That should wrap up the first quarter. They would start the second quarter by sending it right back to South City. On 1st and 10, we give it to Overrocker, but he's going to be met in the backfield. That's a loss of 2. South City faces a 2nd and 12. Hayes out of shotgun will drop back. And now we're going to take this lane right here to the left and make that man miss. He gets brought down for a 7-yard scramble, and it sets up a 3rd and 5. Quarterback Keith Hayes lines up under center. He'll drop back to pass. Now a quick throw to the outside will be caught by Watkins, and he holds on through the contact. That's a 15-yard play. Now in Florida State territory, out of shotgun, we give it back to Overrocker, who goes up middle, runs over one man, and Jack Overrocker has a gain of 10 and another first down. On the next play, Jack Overrocker would just run for a 1-yard gain, so now he's 2nd and 9. He'll drop back to the pass, and Hayes looking to roll to the outside, trying to find somebody open. We'll just take off. He has the first down and gets shoved out across the 25-yard line. We're back in shotgun again. Overrocker still in the backfield, and we will give it back to him, and that's going to result in a loss of 1. This brings up a 2nd and 11. Hayes from under center will drop back. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Watkins, and he'll get brought down near the 5-yard line, this time for a gain of 16. Now South City with a 1st and goal. Overrocker and Tyler Anderson both in the backfield. And Hayes will give this one to Overrocker, and that's going to be a loss of 3. They read that one pretty well. Now all the way back at the 10-yard line for a 2nd and goal. Hayes will take the snap, and we'll throw this one to the outside, and that should have been intercepted. I thought I could fit that one over the defender, but obviously not. Now a 3rd and goal. Hayes out of shotgun will drop back. A quick throw caught by Overrocker, who breaks that tackle and is into the end zone. Touchdown South City. They had a chance right there to hold us to a field goal, but they could not bring the star running back down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll take the snap, hand up to Clark, who goes right up the middle, has the first down, and that's going to be their first down of the day. He is still going, still breaking tackles. Are you kidding me? So their first down is actually going to turn into a touchdown. That is an insane run from Eric Clark. Maybe this will be the run or the play at least that gives them some momentum to try to get back into this game. He could not be brought down that time. Anderson back to return this from the goal line. And he's going to get some pretty solid blocking here across the 30, the 40, the 45, and finally brought down near the 50. So the Florida State offense finds some momentum, and Tyler Anderson answers immediately, giving our offense great field position. Now back in shotgun, rolling to the outside. We'll throw this one on the run. That'll be caught by Johnson, who cuts upfield. He'll get brought down for a gain of 24. Now Hayes back in shotgun for the very next play. He'll drop back to pass. A quick throw downfield will be caught by Johnson again. He's got another first down, this one for a gain of 15, putting us at about the 11-yard line. Now a 5-wide set for South City. Hayes will take the snap and look to pass, throwing this one to the outside, and a wide open Adam Watkins. Touchdown South City. They start their next drive at their own 24-yard line. Richard will drop back to pass. He finds Good on the outside. They'll get another first down the sideline, forced out for a 22-yard gain. Now that's their official first down, because I believe since the running back broke it all the way to the end zone, it doesn't actually qualify for a first down. But now a 1st and 10. It'll be an option to the outside. He pitches it out to Good, and he'll get chased down, break that tackle, and now Good has some great blocking. They're going to get another long rushing touchdown to make this 28-14. We begin this drive at our own 20-yard line with 2:03 to play here in the half. Handoff to Overrocker, who spins his way forward for a gain of 12 and a first down. Following that run from Overrocker, quarterback Keith Hayes will get a 1-yard gain on the next play, so now a 2nd and 9. He'll drop back to pass, and we're going to launch this one deep downfield, but he underthrew that a bit, and it almost gets caught anyway, but also almost intercepted. 3rd and 9. With 1:07 to play here in the half, Hayes out of shotgun. We'll drop back and throw this one towards the sideline, and that is going to be dropped by McMillan. So the Florida State offense will take the field with 55 seconds to go here in the half from their own 35-yard line with all 3 timeouts. Richard out of shotgun will drop back to pass, going downfield. He finds Taylor for the first down, who gets hammered for a 26-yard reception. They would burn their first time out following that play. So now 50 seconds to go here in South City territory. Richard will drop back to pass again, roll into the outside, and he's going to take off. He has some pretty solid blocking and is finally brought down for a gain of 16. That would cause them to burn their second timeout. So now 44 seconds to go in the half. Richard will drop back to pass, lobbing this one to the outside, caught by Little, who will be met and brought down for a gain of 6. This time they don't run a timeout though, just run the no-huddle offense. Richard dropping back to pass and finds Brown, and this is now a 1-score game. Touchdown Florida State. South City has 25 seconds and all 3 timeouts here in the first half. We'll drop back to pass, a quick through the outside, and that was going to get intercepted. I tried it the comeback route, and Florida State has tied this game up. Well, I think Florida State may have gotten off the bus a little bit late, but they have finally arrived, and we have a ball game now. All right, let's try to avoid throwing another pick here. From our own 25-yard line, Hayes will drop back to pass and firing this one over the middle. That one's caught by Stevens, who will get brought down near the 50 and will burn our first time out. Now back in shotgun with 14 seconds. We'll take the snap and look to pass again. We're going to throw this one towards the sideline, but he's going to miss everybody. Now we just have 10 seconds to go here in the half. Hayes will take the snap and drop back to pass again. Not seeing anyone come open. He gets sacked on the play. 3rd and 19. With just 5 seconds to go here in the half, there was really only one thing left to do. Send everybody deep and see if anyone comes open. We're going to fire to Matt Stevens, who makes the catch, but we can't get the timeout called just in time, and we're going to go to halftime tied up at 28. Well, this game got flipped on its head in the second quarter. The first quarter, it looked like South City might be able to run away with it, and now we have a tie ball game here starting the third, and they will get to take over at about their own 25-yard line. They will start this drive with 2 running backs in the backfield. From the 25, Richard will drop back to pass, roll to the outside. He's going to take off, and he'll get met and brought down, but he starts this half with an 8-yard run. That sets up a 2nd and 2. He'll take the snap and go back to the running back. It's Clark, and he will fight for the first down just barely. On the very next play, they would get another 2-yard run, so it sets up a 2nd and 8. Now out of shotgun, it's a counter play to Clark, who goes to the outside but doesn't find any space and falls down in the backfield. 3rd and 10. He comes out in shotgun, sends his tight end in motion. Richard will look to pass, going over the middle, caught by Anderson, but he won't have the first down, and they will punt this one away. Following a decent punt return, we take over at the 36-yard line. Hayes back in shotgun. We'll take the snap. It's a read option to the outside, but he'll get met and brought down for just a 1-yard gain. Now a 2nd and 9, back in shotgun again. Hayes will take the snap. A quick throw downfield will be dropped by Watkins and almost intercepted. Now we're looking to avoid a 3-and-out. Out of pistol, we'll take the snap and look to pass again. Rolling to the outside, and Hayes is just going to take off here. He'll get the first down himself and duck out of bounds. Actually get hit out of bounds for a gain of 17. That does move us into Florida State territory. Out of shotgun, we'll go back to Overrocker on a counter play, and Jack Overrocker will fight for about a 10-yard gain and a first down. Jack Overrocker would then get a 4-yard gain on the next play, setting up a 2nd and 6. Hayes from under center will run the play action. A quick throw over the middle will be caught by Stevens, who holds on through the contact. That's a 20-yard reception. Now we go back under center. Overrocker is the running back, and that's where we go with it, right up the middle, and he will spin his way forward for a gain of 7 to set up a 2nd and 3. We move back into shotgun, and Tyler Anderson is checked into the game. Hayes will take the snap. It's an option play. He keeps himself, and Keith Hayes is into the end zone, and the Triceratops have retaken the lead, 35 to 28. The Seminoles would then get a 1-yard gain to start their next drive, so it's a 2nd and 9, and with 3 running backs in the backfield here, Richard will take the snap and run a play action. A quick throw caught by George, who cuts up field, and that will set up a 3rd and 8. He comes back in shotgun again. They are 0 of 4 on 3rd down conversions today. Will they finally get one? He's going downfield, and he will find Taylor down the sideline, and he's finally going to get brought down in South City territory. A 40-yard gain, and yeah, they will convert one finally. Now they come back with 2 running backs and a tight end lined up in the backfield. Richard will take the snap and looks to pass. Rolling to the outside, dance around the pocket. Now firing this one towards the end zone. That one will be caught for a touchdown. How in the hell did that get by 2 South City defenders? You have got to be kidding me on that one. Both of y'all were right there, and he somehow comes down with that one in the back corner of the end zone and gets a foot down. Florida State is obviously not going to go down quietly. 1st and 10. We'll give a counterplay to Overrocker to the outside, and we'll start this drive with a first down run for a gain of 15. Now from our own 40-yard line, Hayes back in shotgun. We'll take the snap. It's going to be a read option. Overrocker up the middle, and he gets close to the marker. They give him the first down. Had he gotten by that second level, he might have been gone. Now the Triceratops break out a Wildcat formation again. Watkins is lined up at quarterback. Stevens comes in motion. We'll take the step, handoff to Stevens, and that's not going to work at all. Got hung up on our own blocker and lost 3. Look, I know those plays hardly ever work, but I find them to be a lot of fun for some reason. But now a 2nd and 13. Hayes back in shotgun. We'll drop back to pass, rolling to the outside. We'll throw this one on the run. That one's caught by Stevens, who cuts upfield, makes that man miss. Now still running down the sideline, finally brought down about the 20-yard line. And with that reception, Matt Stevens has officially broken Brandon Stokely's record for most receiving yards in a season. Obviously, Stokely did not play for South City, but, still broke that record. Now from the red zone, we'll take the snap and give this one to Overrocker. He cuts back to the left and has another solid run. This one a gain of about 10 yards, and that should take us to the final quarter of the game. In just one more quarter, we will find out who is headed to the College Football National Championship. A 2nd and inches for South City here. We'll take the snap as an option play, and Hayes will keep it to the outside and gets the first down to set up a 1st and goal. Hayes back in shotgun, Overrocker in the backfield. He'll take the snap and they give it to Overrocker, but that's not going to get anything. Quarterback Keith Hayes back in shotgun from the 8-yard line. He'll take the snap and look to pass. We're going to step up here, try to escape the pressure. He breaks away from those tackles and finally makes another man miss and is brought down to the 5-yard line. A 3-yard scramble. 3rd and goal now in shotgun from the 5-yard line. Hayes will take the snap. Roll out to the outside again. Waiting for someone to come open. Firing to the end zone. And Josh Coleman can't come down with the catch. I've said this before and I'll say it again. We have been super aggressive this entire series. I'm not going to change it now. 4th and goal from the 5. Hayes will drop back to pass. And we're going to take that running lane right there. And Keith Hayes is into the end zone. And we take the lead 42-35. West from the goal line now. We'll bring it up. And he bounces it to the outside, and now he may have a massive kick return, finally brought down to about the 45-yard line. We take the lead, and they get a massive kick return, now from their own 43. Out of pistol set, he'll hand off to Clark to go up the middle, but he won't find much space. That's just a 1-yard carry. Now on a 2nd and 9 with 2 running backs in the backfield. He'll send a man in motion. He's going to get taken down by Michael Starks for a loss of 4. That will bring up a 3rd and 13 for the Seminoles now. With 2 running backs in the backfield, Richard will look to pass. A quick throw caught by Taylor, but he won't have the first down. That sets up a 4th and 5. They will have a decision to make. And their decision was the same as ours. They're going to stay aggressive and go for it here with about 5 minutes to play in the semifinals. Richard will take the snap out of shotgun. He's looking to go downfield. He's going to launch this one deep. And I don't know why Brian Edwards moved away from the receiver, but he came back to make the play, and that's a turnover on downs, even though it should have been a pick. But we do get better field position, so I can't be too upset. With 5:12 to go in the game, in Florida State territory, a spin move from Overrocker gets him by the first defender, and he gets a 6-yard run. That now sets up a 2nd and 4 for SCU. Hayes from under center. We give it to Overrocker, who bounces to the left, and that will bring up a 3rd and 1 for a 3-yard run. Now we come back in shotgun. Hayes and Overrocker are lined up in the backfield. We'll take the snap. It will be an option play. Hayes gets the first down, breaks the tackle, and is brought down for a gain of 10. Backup running back Tyler Anderson will get a 4-yard run on the next play, so that sets up a 2nd and 6. Now a 5-wide set, and we'll run a QB draw, but the blocking doesn't hold up, and Hayes still turns it into a 3-yard gain. Now we come back in shotgun. Overrocker is lined up in the backfield. Hayes will take the snap. It's a screen to the outside, caught by Overrocker. He'll break that tackle, but get forced out of bounds for just a 1-yard gain. And I know on the last drive I talked about being aggressive. Sometimes it's better to just take the points here, like if it gives us a 10-point lead, but the kick is going to be off the upright and bounce through. Okay, I got terrified there for a second. I thought I hooked it way too much, but now we have a 10-point lead. 1 minute and 57 seconds, down by 10. They started their own 22-yard line. Richard with a 5-wide set. He's going to lob this to the outside. He finds Clark for a 14-yard gain and a first down. I imagine we're about to see a lot of no huddle. Richard will take the snap from shotgun one more time. Dance around the pocket. Now finally throw this to the outside, caught by Taylor, and he'll get brought down for just a 2-yard reception. Still running a no huddle offense. It's now a 2nd and 8. He's going to motion his tight end out to play receiver. Richard will look downfield again, going to the outside. That'll be caught by Anderson down the sideline, and luckily for us, he steps out of bounds. A 32-yard gain. That could have very well been broken for a touchdown had he not stepped out. Now at the South City 30-yard line with 1 minute 25 to play. Richard will take the snap, once again looking downfield, a quick throw caught by Brown, and he will have another first down for Florida State, a gain of 10. Not burning any of their timeouts here, just running no huddle offense. With 1:21 to go. Richard out of shotgun, will drop back to pass again. Throws underneath, caught by Good, who trucks over one man and has another first down, which will once again temporarily stop the clock. 1:10 to play. Back in shotgun again. Richard will take the snap and looks to pass. He goes over the middle, caught by Clark, and he is going to get brought down inside the 1-yard line. And following that play, they would burn their first timeout, which I think is incredibly risky here. A 2nd and goal. Richard will take the snap under pressure, gets rid of it, caught by Brown, who gets into the end zone. This is now a 3-point game if they can make the extra point, which should be no problem. The game could come down to this, an onside kick. Florida State will send it away, and it is recovered by quarterback Keith Hayes. Why are you out there fielding onside kicks? Whatever, you made the catch, and we get to take over. Hayes is out here just putting the entire team on his back. Now from the 40-yard line, we hand off to Overrocker right out the middle, and he'll start this with a few yards, but there is a flag down. Is this going to be holding? Yes, it is. That holding call is potentially massive. It makes it a 1st and 18. We'll come out and go right back to Overrocker, who goes to the outside, and he'll get met and brought down for a gain of 5. They burn their second timeout. Now a 2nd and 13. We'll take the snap. We go right back to Overrocker, who goes right up the middle, and we'll set up a 3rd and about 6. Never mind, he's not down yet. It's a 3rd and 7, and they burn their final timeout. Now, if we can burn off about 3 seconds here, they will have no time left. A 3rd and 7. No timeouts remaining for Florida State. And we'll give this one to Tyler Anderson, who goes to the outside, and Anderson will get brought down with 38 seconds left on the clock, which means we will get out of here with a win. This game got wild for a minute, but luckily for us, quarterback Keith Hayes puts the whole team on his back. We get the win 45-42, and we are headed back to the College Football National Championship with a true freshman quarterback. And the final stats for that quarterback are 16 of 24 for 308 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That was a completely dumb decision by me. Running the ball, Overrocker ran for 119, but Hayes got 84 yards and another 3 scores on the ground. Receiving, Stevens got 5 for 109, Watkins got a touchdown, Johnson got a touchdown, and Overrocker caught 1. I feel like I say this every game, but Kellen Rice led our team in tackles with a total of 6. We got no sacks and no interceptions today, but we still got the job done. Quarterback Matt Richards for Florida State started this game 0 of 4 and then finished today 17 for 22, which means after that start, he only threw 1 more incomplete pass, and I think that was the bomb down the sideline that resulted in a turnover on downs. He got 247 yards and 3 scores, and then running the ball, the running back got 75 yards and a touchdown. Good got 67 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, Anderson got a touchdown, and Brown caught 2. Now, the other semifinal game was between Ohio State and Georgia. Obviously, 2 very good teams, but Georgia is our rival. They have played us every single season of this series. I would love to meet them in the national championship. We've already beaten them once this year, and the final score of that game is 25-24. Georgia is headed to the national championship.